morning, students. Coming back to the question of transportation problem. Just see the question once. A company has 4 different factories, that is ABC, in 4 different locations in the country, and 4 sales agency in 4 other locations in the country. ABCD are the factories and 1, 2, 3, 4 are the sales agencies. The cost of production, this is given over here. The sales price, the shipping cost in the cells of the matrix, monthly capacity and monthly requirements are given in the question. Okay, you have to find the monthly production and distribution schedule which will maximize profits. Just see in this case, till now whatever questions we were solving, whatever information was given and whatever was being asked, that things were matching. Now in this question, the shipping cost, the cost of production, the selling price, these are given separately and we require to derive the profits. So for this we have to make the matrix as per our requirements. I hope so the question is clear so far. Now for the cost matrix which we are going to derive is, you have to add the shipping cost plus the cost of production. That is 7 plus 10 would be 17, 5 plus 10 would be 15. Similarly for B row, 3 plus 15 would be 18, 5 plus 15 would be 20. For C row, 4 plus 16 would be 20, 6 plus 16 would be 22, 8 plus 15 would be 23, 7 plus 15 would be 22. Similarly, we are going to derive the whole cost matrix. Now, just see the cost matrix. The factories are ABCD and these are the sales agencies 1, 2, 3, 4. The requirement as well as the capacity which was given in the question originally, only that is to be copied. Taking the cost matrix, in this case we have added the shipping cost plus the cost of production. The next is profit. To derive the profit, the formula would be selling price minus cost of production. Next we are going to move towards the profit matrix. Profit matrix is again to be made. Just see, in the question the selling price for this was given 20. So 20 minus 17 is going to be 3. 20 minus 18 is 2. 20 minus 20 is 0. 20 minus 23 is minus 3. It hardly matters if in the question the profit is in minus. We have to write the figures as it is. If it is 0, if it is negative, if it is positive, whatever is the answer, that is shown in this profit matrix. The whole matrix is made accordingly. Now, the objective of this profit, whenever we are solving any of the questions, the objective of profit is maximization. One thing is very much clear, that transportation problem is applicable in case of minimization problems. So now to derive the minimization matrix from this profit matrix, or we can say to derive the loss matrix from the profit matrix, we require to subtract all the elements in these cells out of the maximum element. Just check the maximum elements. The maximum element in the whole matrix, that is 9. So in the next step, just draft the matrix and we are going to formulate this matrix as per the loss matrix. Now 9 was the maximum element. 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 7 is 2, 9 minus 9 is 0, 9 minus 4 is 5. Coming to this D, 9 minus minus 3, it is going to be 12. You don't have to ignore the minus sign. If anywhere it was negative profit, that is to be added. 9 minus minus 3, that is 12. 9 minus 0, 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus minus 2, that is going to be 11. So this is the loss matrix. Now loss matrix is for minimization. Now we can apply the method over here. The first thing in this question is deriving the matrix. Second is to check if the matrix is balanced. Yes, the capacity is 60 as well as the requirement is 60, hence the matrix is balanced. If it was not so, we would have added a dummy row or the column as per the requirement. Third Third step is initial basic feasible solution. Now in this question, no other method is specified. So it is our option. So we are going to apply the VAM method, which is the best method as per our previous discussions. Now in this question, taking the unit penalties as per the VAM method, minimum in this row is 0, next higher is 2, unit penalty is going to be 2, 4, similarly 5, 4, and in this case unit penalties 1, 5, 3, 3. Out of all these penalties, we have to find out the maximum penalty. The maximum penalty is 5 and 5. It is not unique. So in this 5, the minimum cost is 2, and in this 5, the minimum cost is 4. When there is a tie in the penalty, then you have to select the cell with minimum cost. So in this case, minimum cost is 2. The first allocation would be over here. It is going to be 10. Now, second step of penalties, first is gone. This is 4. This is going to be 5. This is going to be 4. Again 2. Then 2. Then 1. And 8 plus 3, 11. So maximum penalty is 5. In this case, the minimum cost is 4. Applying over here, either 18 or 20, the units allocated would be 18. So this requirement of the column is satisfied. Third step of penalties, first is gone. Second, 7 and 7, the difference is 0. 9 and 9, the difference is 0. 9 and 11, the difference is 2. And in this third step, 7 and 2, the difference is 2. 7 and 9, difference is again 2. This is gone. 8 and 11, the difference is 3. The maximum penalty is 3 and the minimum cost is 8. Allocating the cells over here, it would be 15. Now taking the next step of penalties, this is gone, this is gone. 9 and 9, 0. 9 and 2, 11. Then again fourth one, in this case it is 3. Then again 0. This is gone, 1. The maximum penalty is 3. For 3, the minimum cost is 9. And the units we can allocate over here is 2. 18 plus 2 is 20. We have to check it both row wise as well as column wise. So I think so the next could be the balancing figures. In this case, 2 plus 6 is 8. 10 plus 2 is 12. 18 gone. 15 plus 7 is 22. Checking the requirement as well as the capacity, 10, 15, 20, 15, 8, 12, 18, 22. So the requirement is satisfied. Now in this case, you do not require to calculate the value of this initial basic feasible solution, because the question is asking you about the profit, and the matrix which is being solved over here is the loss matrix. Either you have to do one thing, if you want to calculate the solution, calculate the value of the profit, these units are to be multiplied in the profit matrix. So for the time being, we can just leave it. We have to check the optimality for this derivations, whatever allocations we have derived. The fourth step is checking the RIM requirement. RIM requirement is number of allocated cells should be equal to m plus n minus 1. So in this case, the number of allocated cells are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 allocations. And the allocations required are m plus n minus 1, that is number of rows plus columns minus 1. 4 plus 4 minus 1 is 7. The RIM requirement is satisfied. The solution is non-degenerate. So now we can move towards the optimality test.